Hello and welcome to my channel. Let's start these misadventures with mixed media. I have two more medium boxes, flat rate boxes, but these are the ones that are shaped like this. So it's a little bit harder to fit bigger pieces of paper in. They kind of get stuck in the bottom a little bit. I did go ahead and tape the bottom of it so that if the box got wet, it's not going to destroy any papers. And these will be the same price as the other ones, which are $46. It's $30 for the contents of the box, $16 to ship in the United States. This is digitals that have been gel plate printed. Carefully putting those in there because they just 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12 like just fits in. I guess 8.5 by 11. Doodly page and some of those. So I'm just going to kind of stack these things in here. I'm going to cut this down so it doesn't have to bend. She says as she looks for her scissors that are over to the side. Whoops, and now they're all over. There we go. I'm just going to cut off this messy bit here. Okay, there we go. So there's those. And very similar to the other ones, we've got the non-vintage bird page books that are not shiny but have very cool vintagey illustrations. This, I believe, is from my vintage, can't remember if it was 70s or 60s, but sometime around there. This is from that butterfly antique book, and this one's inked. Bunch of just background digitals, good for, there's some duplicates in there. Those are from my shop. Because I had some that were for sale, and then I never sold some journal pages. We have a gel plate print. I don't think there's too much on the back. That's folded in half so it will fit because that's like a 9 by 12. That dog, those dogs. So we got a page from the dogs, and then there's the non-vintage. These are the end pages here of that flower book that has the vintagey illustrations. And this is the wind. That's very delicate page from a book. I'm not sure which book, possibly the boys and girls one. And here's the book plate for this one. I think that's what they're called. And this is from the boys and girls with they're thick but they're fragile. The ox and the frog. The frog's desiring a king. And the chatterbox pages, this has a rip in it. Ooh, that's really cool. I'm more about buildings than weird looking people. Oh, there's fish again. Heron, those are some creepy heron. Little boy and girl with the umbrellas. And apparently there's some clear pockets. I don't know. Ooh, these are pretty. This is a non-vintage book, but it has really pretty pictures. This is from a Gyo Fujikawa book page, not shiny. I wrote Snow Fun on there. It's in pencil. You can erase it. Or maybe you'll want to use that side. I don't know. Children's book page. Flower, vintage flower. Not vintage, but with vintage picture pages. And then Town and Country. Does that one say? I don't know when this one was, but it's a nice big size if you're doing like an art journal or something. And this is another page from the Town and Country book. This is from Abraham Entertains Three Strangers. Oh, The Complete Home, like the home companion kind of a deal. And more pages from the boys and girls book. There's Hofi and Sosli. And some pages from the Anne of Neville, Queen of Richard III. Of the queens, I guess it was all the queens. Some of these have a picture of a queen, but most of them are just book pages. Let's see. The Complete Home. Oh, this is ripped. One of the pages of the Antique Butterfly pages. More antique pages. There's a wreath. This is from a vintage book. Which I like using those pages in books. And some of the airplanes. These are going to get a little bit bent up in the box, but I don't know, iron them out, they'll be fine. the thing. And there's a couple pieces of tissue here. Just laying those in gently. You can always iron those. The Runaway Cows, that's just a single page, but you could fold it in half, put it in the journal, or attach it to another page. Oh, there's one of these vintage book pages. This is the handmade paper. You get a whole full size, and some pages from I believe it's vintage. I don't have it with me to know for sure, but from a bird book. And here's a cover with a napkin over the thing, and it's already got a spine and everything if you want to. So it's a journal cover. And book page with some deer. I think it's just one. I don't know why it feels like it has tape on it, but I think it's just folded. A piece of coffee dyed paper that has weird green stuff on it. Let's see, this stereoscopic, it has a man and a lady, and I don't know, can you see it? Unexpected, wait, what does it say? Unexpected, how Biddy saved the tomatoes undressed. I guess she's wearing her undergarments. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but that's one of the ones that's kind of funny. All right, this is very much worm-eaten. This T&R Boots Brown Tourney Dinner Teaware, and different, I'm guessing those are, you know, something was eating it anyway. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely antique. I don't think there's a date on it, but I think there was a cover on it at some point. And some of the Chatterbox with the blue pages, they got ripped, but you know, you're going to want to use those for collage anyway, or like if you use this as a big journal card, you're going to want to glue it down on something because this is pretty fragile. Suggest, what is this from? Paragraph and Movement, Descendant D. I don't know. I can't remember what book these are from. Some kind of interesting book. This is from, might be from a vintage, like 1930s type. I don't know if they were that. Farmer's Almanac, but I'm not totally sure. More of the blue Chatterbox. I don't know if you can tell on camera that the writing in the pictures, the ink is blue on that or not. A couple of handmade bag, well, one handmade bag that I made. I guess we could go ahead and put some of the cards in there. Hey, look, D-E, my first and middle initial. Oh no, go to jail. Oh, and this has some of the Monopoly money, but I'll have to make sure I put some Monopoly things in here, because also it has the cover of the box that the Monopoly money came in. And I thought that would make a really cool journal cover if somebody wanted to use that. So that is going in here. It's missing one of the sides, because you could use like the sides as bookmarks or something in there. And copyright 1954. I knew there was a date somewhere. All right, I might have to fold those over to fit it in. So that is that. And then these are some book pages from a cat journal. Oh, there's a cat. And a cat. Oops. Ah. This is just a single page. This is a double page. Oh, and then there's also this bingo. I think these are cool to use in collage. I think I've already used one though. So, and there's a bingo card. Monopoly money. Some scraps. And this was blank on the back, but it's real pretty on the front. Let's see. And oh, these, I think I have all these in here. They were the back of the back page of the music sheets, and they've just got like just different music things or whatever. All right, gel plate print. Oh, here they are. So they've got, I've just, you know, just cut them down to like journal card sizes. We have these papers that are on all the other ones. Oh, there's the other Monopoly bit. All right. This is, what is this? Third and, oh, this is like instructions for a shelf. It's really old. I don't know. It was interesting. Let's see. Oh, we have this little journal made from envelopes. Is there anything in the pockets? Yes, there are some tags and whatnot in the pockets. Don't know how many of the pockets have tags, but you'll be surprised of what you find in there. Okay, and then we have the pages from the catalog. Trying to figure out the best way. That's like tools and stuff. I think I'm gonna lay it down so that it bends up on the top and the bottom and not the sides. Same. Oh, these are cutoffs of the straw paper, so they actually fit a little bit better. I might see if, oh, and there's more straw paper in there. Well, there's cutoffs of straw paper. So this here, I'll actually have some envelopes that just have these, but this is full of vintage papers, music paper, and what is that? Tracing? I don't know. It's just some random papers. I don't know. I just stuck it in there because it was in my stash. Brayered painty card on both sides, and this is the, oh yeah, here we go. There's some regular size straw paper. I'm going to put that the sideways too, just so that it doesn't bend up in two different directions. The French dictionary, Rockwell, irises, one of the pages from the dogs. Did it have the terrier and whatever he is, and those little things. And this is the music paper I was talking about that the back came off. But there's also some landscape music paper and the other vintage ledger type pages that are in there. Make sure that those are not going to get too bent up. Gel plate print. Alright, so this has this die cut, this lace edge. I can't believe I'm getting rid of this, but I don't really use it. Tickets and most of these I got on AliExpress probably. And then this thing, which I think is really cool, and can't believe I'm getting rid of it, but I am. So I hardly ever use those. And also we got a couple swirls and a butterfly. And we got a couple napkins here. Be careful with the orange napkins. They are very strong and they run a little bit. For the new baby. That's vintage. Painted tag. Scraps. Let's see. That's just from a journal. So they're just blank pages. And more of those book pages. Let's see. More of these. I believe they're vintage flower. See, most of them are black and white, but some of them are colors. That one has some yellow. And oh, this envelope that I made quite some time ago. That is mixed media, and it's got the envelope, the napkin on there. I think that napkin came from England that I used on there. A little pocket, a little corner pocket card thing. Oh, and then we've got, oh, our best home cooking. So this is over 30 years old. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Doesn't have a date. Oh, maybe not over 30 years old, but it's got to be pretty old. It was in my mom. It was one of my mom's. I kept the ones that were like from when I was a kid, and I knew, I'd say it's got some grossness in it from. Well, my mom made whoopie pies a lot, so that's probably why. So yeah, it's I think it's in this. It's got a page upside down in the back here, so you know, maybe it's worth something. I doubt it. I don't know how old it is. It's got to be close to vintage if it's not vintage. But if you're gonna make, if anybody was thinking of making a cookbook journal, that would be perfect for that. And then another set of the you know, the random ephemera. And let's see, what else are we gonna be able to fit in here? Just more random bits. I need to fit some, all right, so we got more random. We got little flowers and lace and flowers. I've got a cavern over here on the side. I need to fill buttons, a padded heart. This is a strip that I made. So it's a fabric strip with mostly, this is vintage. The other one's not, that's vintage. Some of these are vintage, some of these are not, but it's really cute. I made it like probably a couple years ago. It's been sitting in my stash. I got enough scraps I can make another one if I want. So that's going in there. And some stamps and another flower. This lace with the lace. This gold lace. This little bit of red rickrack. This rainbowy type string. Pink doily. Border that I painted and doodled. What's in here? Just a bunch of little bits. I don't even know how they ended up in that bag, but they did, and now they're going in there. Some die cuts, pocket, half of a piece of the, anyway, you saw it. It was the handmade paper. Oh, another, I'm going to fold this one in half so it fits a little bit better. This is the buttons stencil that just came out last month. Another one of these, just cover the back because this is not my Instagram anymore. There's no lines in it now. More of these, scraps, a doodly scrap. And if you're looking for stuff to do on book page, that is something you could do on book page. You could just gesso and just doodle all over it. Vintage postcard from 1909. Does it say what it is? Layton Manufacturing, Portland, Maine. You notice a lot of my stuff comes from Maine and Massachusetts because that's where most of the, another flower, that's where most of the blank cards, the antique stores I go to are usually in Maine and Massachusetts. Some playing cards of Mulan, IN, soft crab, crab poppers, and there's that one, and that one, and that one. And we've got some of the flashcards. We've got tail, bear, bus, and I believe these are vintage. I don't have any proof, but I believe they are. Old Maid, Marching Mouse, got that big one, and then I think we have two of the penguin ones. And some more cards and some, what are these? Claim checks. Katy Perry. And more of these round ones. Hey, you want the instructions for the rounder word? I'll put those in there because you can make like a little journal with that probably. Potentially. And some journal cards or pockets or whatever you want them to be. I don't know. Do you want these clear things? And some, this one's embossed. That one's embossed. Just some cards. This one, not embossed. They came from my aunt. I was like, oh, I'll just put them in there. She was getting rid of stuff, and now I'm getting rid of stuff. Actually, the stuff, Santa Claus, so cute. Stuff my aunt sent me, I've already put away and distributed. Fish. There's another napkin. Got a squirrel napkin, and then this is really cool, that corner on there. Airmail, a couple more of those cards. Some chair transfer stickers, an owl notepad. This is an envelope that I covered. Scrappy pad. Another scrappy pad. That's the one with the, I believe Kim's Images is where I got that. Because I had some stuff from her. She puts them on her lace. So the fuzzy duckling, sorry the price tag's still on there. We use a heat gun, it'll come off. This one is it? It's, the pages are not pristine. 1949. There's some rips in some of the pages. But you know, the rip on the last page, but super cute. Let's see, what's the safe way for this to go? That way. Some more cards and coat checks, eggs, and a horse, of course. Those will go good with the fuzzy duck, and a couple flowers. Some iridescent rickrack. We're getting close to the top here. Speedboat. What is that? A button. Some stamps. Doll, airplane. Oh, there's quite a few of those in there. Wallpaper. Another card. Vintage map. These are on cardstock. Fussy cut. Piece from Sesame Street. How am I going to put that one in there? Because I'm going to have to fold this one in half. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to fold that in half for it to fit. And then we have the red hen, which is already taken apart. And it still has that. And it is renewed 1982. So it's a 1982 printing. It's got pretty good pages. They're all pretty clean, not aged. So, you know, you can use them for a book. You can use them for ephemera. Just little bits. More cards. A bunch of these coat check things. Claim checks. Paintbrush. And some more trim. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit these or not. Let's see. some papers from the Your Creative Studio, and some more notepad pages and that, and painty paper and some scraps. I think those will fit. Stamps, got a couple things of stamps and those, and the washi tapes. Let's stick the washi tapes down under there. And these little bits of fabric right here can go in there. And then this is large enough for at least one journal cover that you can paint, or you can use it on your gel plate. But that will cover the top. And that is about as full as I can get it. If I can fit anything. Oh, I want to stick some of the, because the Monopoly thing was in there. So I do want to make sure that I throw in some, let's see, some game pieces. So, let's see, a couple houses and a couple hotels, and chess piece, and some of those, and one of those game pieces. Is that good? Oh, a couple dominoes maybe. So, yeah, I need to keep that out because I might want to add some more. I'm going to wrap these in this a little bit. Put the other fabric on top of it. Hopefully that's good. Let's just... Alright, so the charms was the last thing. So that is box M5. And these, like I said, same as the other boxes, $46. And I will go find the last one. So this is the last of the medium flat rate boxes. So this will be M-6. So there were 6 total. 2 have already sold from the previous video. This is the 3rd video so far. And let's see what we got here. Whoops. We have Vintage Finds Digital. It should be the whole kit. I'm not totally sure. Like I said, things don't fit as good once you put them in plastic, which is a little bit annoying. Also, my tape is not laying flat on the corners, so that doesn't help. Alright, go down in there. Don't get all wrinkled up, please, but lay flat so I can fit lots of stuff in there. Thank you very much. Alright, a lot of things you've already seen. The complete home book. This should be a page from that 1924 magazine thing. Please lay in there carefully. I'm going to lay it this way. It's going to bend up on one end. And the, what is this, Chatterbox? No, this is the Boys and Girls. This is the Chatterbox with the blue writing. Very fragile. So you could see just me trying to open it, it tries to rip. Those are 1800s to 1920s. I think they're 1800s actually, the Chatterbox books. I know one of them was 1880 something. One might be 1890 something or early 1900s. Don't know for sure. I don't know where the cover for this one. This one has quite a few of the blue pages. This is, I think this is the index from the Antique Butterfly book. It would make fun pages though. There's more butterfly. This is piano. I don't want it to get all bent up, so let's just carefully put it in there. And this is St. Luke. Oh, this is from a Bible, so I don't remember where I got it. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. Here's a game. Auto Bridge. Really cool. Dictionary page. Didn't have many of those in there. So I think these are vintage book pages. These came from somebody else, I think. So, and then there's a couple of just stacks, some Monopoly money, and a bingo card, and more scraps, and a guest check pad, and this Try to put these in as quickly as I can. This is just avocado dyed small paper. Alright, a lot of these are folded. This is a gel plate print that is best probably for, and then there's these pages. These were, I think, some book innards. This is a little journal. You can use it inside a Midori style journal as it is, or you can just use it as a journal as it is. It's just a cardstock cover. Or you could take it apart and make a whole new journal. More of the book pages with the vintage birds, but they're not vintage book pages. Blueberries for sale. Little card. More cards. More cards. More of those. Buttons. Santa Claus. Pretty kitty. Right, this one has several pages from the larger of the Norman Rockwell book. Are they gonna fit? I'm gonna put them that way and hope they don't get too bent up. And a page from I can't believe I'm getting rid of that one. That has the my favorite flower from an Ideals magazine, and that one's from Thomas Kincaid. That's from Gyo Fujikawa. A vintage book. Animals, vintage flowers, calendar, Gyo Fujikawa again. These are gel plate prints, very fall colored. That I actually used that as a background in one of my, oh, I love that one. Why am I getting rid of that one? I don't know, because I had too much stuff. So much stuff I couldn't possibly use it all. So now somebody is going to get them in a sack, and another sack, and Monopoly money, and another sack. I know I'm not a pack it all pretty and nice. So there's some tiny rickrack, some larger rickrack, password card with the password outer bit. This is just a notebook. You could recover it. It's pretty strong pages, so you could use it as an art journal, whatever you want to do with it. What are those? Octopus. And quilted crop circles and an envelope. And a digital open craft table, scrap, gel plate print, gel plate print, gel plate print. This is from the catalog, and it's got, I think, is that remedies and yarn and knives is what's in that one. I'm just going to put this carefully like that. This is just the contents for the story hour pages, which were 1967. The butterfly book that's antique, and the plate for that is, oh, you get 2 plates. That one. And that one. And there's this die cut. Airplanes. You want to see the airplanes? You might not care. I don't know. There's a helicopter in that one. What's this? Oh, that's the page that's out. Oh, you get a lot of. I think this was originally a big box that because my friend decided she wanted a big box, so whatever was in the big box is pretty much getting put into this medium box. And we'll see what fits. We'll fit whatever we can. There's a book page and a storybook. There's some vintage flower book pages. This one's ripped, but still will be pretty. That one has a hole cut out of it, but you can still fussy cut that. It has roses. And there's those die cuts. And there is more just toilets. And is that hot water heater? And a stove is what we have for those ones. And then remember that boys and girls book that we keep looking at? Well, this is the cover. And I don't know that the date, I don't have the inside, so, and there's some of the pages in here. I'm going to stick them in the cover. So, you know, that could make, is it going to fit? Please fit. Please fit, fit. Thank you. Okay. I wouldn't want to say it's in there and then be like, oh, I have to stop holding over because I couldn't make it fit. Digital with gel plate printed on. That should fit. Make it fit. These just are digitals that were gel printed on is what that little stack is. This is from the Mixed Media Journal. That's the page that was left from that. And some more digitals that were gel plate printed on it. Some of the dog pages. More dog pages. More flower ones that were the not vintage but have pretty vintage flowers. So yeah, there's more of those and more. That's from that story hour. It's 1967. Another one from the dog French dictionary. Another children's page. That's a vintage flowers dictionary. This is from that Nature's Remedy. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. And the non-vintage but really pretty flowers. A vintage flower book. Not vintage but pretty flowers. I'm going to put those to the side, I think, because I don't think they're going to fit. Cards. I'm fitting a lot in this box, I must say. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, so we have Our Puppy. It doesn't really have the gold part on it anymore, and the front page is missing, and it's got pencil in it, but it is definitely aged. You could use it. It's pretty. It feels somewhat fragile, so you might want to use them as ephemera in other books. Measuring and estimates. In fact, oh, these are from the architecture book that I used to have. Some of those cards. The airmail, a couple airmail pieces. The squirrel, the Rendale squirrel. Some cards, some napkins, napkin pieces, napkins, more cards. There's a nest, there's a painted tag, what's her name, some round cards, bigger cards, that card, stamped and inked on cardstock. Same with that. If you want to do a black and white journal, well, there's some black and white images. There's like several pages of just different designs. That's a printed one. That is a digital from a kit I haven't actually finished creating yet. We have The Boy with a Drum, which is Eloise book in the pictures, and it's a 5th printing, 1978. And the pages are in pretty good condition. So that goes in there. Oh, let's see. And I think that's going to fit now. Let's see. Oh, got all these pages too. Hold on. Alright, so some scraps. We've got stamps, scrappy bits, tag, scraps. Got a bunch of pink scraps in here. And a couple green ones, and then all those papers you've been seeing in all the other ones, and more scraps from a journal. Alright, am I going to be able to fit these in here? Because all the other ones had these. Alright, here's the problem. Some of these are a little on the large size. Those are the smaller ones. These are the smaller ones. Careful. This one is a larger one. The problem is it's large both ways. I might be able to fold it over the top just a little bit so that it doesn't get totally bent. And same with that. What else? Did I do stamps in here yet? I don't know. There's stamps. There's sequins. Paintbrush. More cards. Some more book pages and a pocket. Oh, scrappy papers. There's one of those. This one's got the checkers cover. And sheets. These are going to be a little bit bent up too. Sorry. The straw paper. I mean, I think you can iron them out and they'll be fine. And if you're using them for backing, it won't matter so much. I'm going to stick the straw paper under there. And got some fussy cut bits from that princess thing I did. I'm going to fold those in half. It should be okay. Let's see, we've got that piece, that piece, these, more little bits, wallpaper, phone is ringing. Let's see, is there anything else in here that I want to make sure gets in here? More of these book pages, another scrappy thing. And then I need to be able to fit, I've got another piece of, let's see, there's two pieces here. One's larger. I can do the larger piece. So let's go ahead and fold those over. Well, no, I'll fold that over in a minute. All right. I'm going to put some game pieces in this too. Oops. So, ooh, I think that actually spells T. How fun is that? Bingo, checker, dominoes, hotel, and a house. Do I have another house? Did I use up all the houses in the last one? Don't know. A couple bingos. I did some dominoes. Nope, I don't have any more houses. Oh, I do. I have one more house. It doesn't have a thing on it, but it's got the eye screw in it. Alright, so there's some charms. And I don't know if I can fit anything else because I don't want to squish that too much. Let's see what's here. Nope, that's not going to make it in there. Let me see if I have a little bit of fabric just to cushion that top bit. Let's see, we got this little baby pillowcase. I think that came from Kim. And this little bit of, I can't remember if that might be the vintage one of the doilies. Some just pieces of fabric. I like to do these to cushion the tops when I can. Just random bits of fabric. Because that's what I had. Oh, and a piece of Tim Holtz. Oh, and coffee stamped. Alright, that is that box. That is M6. I'm going to be very careful when I tape that top bit up and try not to ruin those papers that are folded on the top. So that is M6, and that is the last of the medium flat rate boxes. All the information will be in the description box, and thanks for watching. I will have 2 big boxes to show. I don't know what the shipping on those will be until I know who I'm shipping them to. And then I'll have envelopes as well. So that's where we are today. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.